gym. Was there any conversation around that at all?
Nah, even if it was, I don't even speak on, what other people got going on, I would love to fight.
Shakur Stevenson had the opportunity to showcase his skills in front of Eddie Hearn, Terence Crawford, and Floyd Mayweather during a sparring session. What he didn't anticipate, though, was the heated exchange that ensued between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford. After the sparring, the two were observed at ringside in the gym while Stevenson continued his preparations for his upcoming fight on February 22nd against Floyd Schofield. Speaking to Fight Hype about the meeting of minds in boxing, Stevenson said, "I don't know how they all ended up in the gym. I feel like I need an extra check for that. I'm always making moves, but I don't always get the credit. Still, I set it up and appreciate them showing support. I just take in all the knowledge and advice they give me." Mayweather had tried to sign Stevenson before but lost out to Hearn.
Hold me back!
While Hearn and Mayweather put their rivalry aside to chat, Crawford and Mayweather's friendship soured. Stevenson has a big year ahead, but needs to impress next month. As for Mayweather and Crawford, things turned tense after Crawford boldly claimed he'd defeat Mayweather.
In the gym that day?
Nah, it just was talking about like my boxing. It wasn't nothing about no Kid Austin or the fight that I got coming up. It was more so just watching my...
What initially brought them together was Shakur Stevenson's intense training methods. People don't always realize just how hard Stevenson trains, but Hearn's comment gives a glimpse into his mindset. Going without rest breaks and sleep is part of any world-class boxer's routine. At times, that's just the reality they face.
Yeah, what was, so I mean, look, it ain't the first time you've been around Floyd. It ain't the first time you've been around any of those guys. But, that day, especially with you having this fight, and, a lot of people saying that maybe Kid Austin isn't ready for you. What kind of talk, what was the conversation like in the gym that day?
Nah, it just was talking about like my boxing. It wasn't nothing about no Kid Austin or...
Hearn spoke to IFL about what he saw from Stevenson in the gym. What I love about environments like that is seeing the passion for the sport. He mentioned that Terence watched Shakur sparring, where Stevenson did 14 4-minute rounds with 30-second breaks. Afterward, Terence and Floyd moved to another ring to watch Rayford spar. Floyd and Terence are both passionate about boxing. Terence enjoys watching young fighters, offering advice, and supporting his community. Hearn noted how tough 14-minute rounds with 30-second breaks are for anyone sparring Stevenson. Stevenson had a serious hand injury last year, but he's set for a big year, with his next fight on February 22nd in one of the biggest cards in boxing history.
So if even pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking.
Crawford claimed he'd beat Floyd Mayweather if they fought while Mayweather was active. The switch hitter from Omaha is a 4-weight world champion with 31 stoppages, recently winning the WBA world title in the super welterweight division. He's also been undisputed in 2 divisions. As Crawford builds his legacy, fans debate how he compares to all-time greats, with a fantasy matchup against Mayweather being a popular topic.
Terence didn't mention the fight, didn't say anything. You didn't talk to him about it. Floyd, not a peep.
Not a word.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Thanks.
Mayweather retired undefeated in 2017, having beaten stars like Canelo, Pacquiao, Mosley, and De La Hoya. Fans wonder if Crawford would be on that list if they fought. When asked on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, Crawford confidently backed himself. His trainer, Brian McIntyre, agrees, saying, "Crawford is like my son, and he didn't get here overnight. He's put in years of work."
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on.
If Crawford and Mayweather fought in their primes, Mayweather might be the smarter fighter, but Stevenson believes Crawford's tenacity would give him an advantage. The debate on whether Crawford could break Mayweather's defense will continue. For now, Stevenson thinks Crawford would defeat Canelo Alvarez, a fight he's believed in for years.
As a Canelo and obviously your good friend, mentor, Terence Crawford, a lot of people a few years ago would have said that's crazy, but I think everybody, when they see the talent of Terence Crawford...
Crawford, the WBA 154-pound champion, plans to gain 14 Ulbs for the highly anticipated fight, which could be the biggest payday of his career. Stevenson believes Crawford will win, saying, "I've been saying this for years." While it might seem like Crawford will trade blows with Canelo, that's unlikely given his usual approach against power punchers.
He's a special fighter, pound for pound. I think many will say #1 in the world, alongside the likes of people like yourself and that great list that we've got at the minute. See the
Crawford relies on movement and quick shots, not staying stationary or engaging in constant attacks. His aggressive performance against Spence was an exception. Chris Mannix warned on his YouTube channel that Crawford should be cautious moving above 160 elbs. It seems unlikely he'll take a 2-minute fight against a super middleweight before facing Canelo.
Yes, honestly, if anybody could jump up in weight classes and do it, it's Terence Crawford. I don't know nobody who.
If Crawford competes in the weight class, it would likely be at a catch weight around 163 to 164 elbs against a middleweight moving up, with opponents like Aaron McKenna or Liam Smith. The debate over the greatest of all time continues, especially between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Roy Jones Jr., both widely regarded as the best pound-for-pound fighters of their eras.
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like...
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all time? Nah.
Mayweather, with his 50-0 record, is often called the greatest pound-for-pound boxer, known for his defense and fight control. He also dominated in pay-per-view success. However, Roy Jones Jr.
If he wasn't there, he probably would have kept going too. So that's, and then, at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it? Yeah. You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do that?
Tell you why I like Eddie. So one day, somebody asked me, because you know I don't have social media on my phone. Yeah. So they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, Floyd Mayweather ain't got no, he doing exhibition. No, Eddie don't believe that now.
Yeah. But Eddie will say some shit like that, man.
Eddie will say some shit, but no, but one thing, what about that? But me and Eddie got it clear, didn't we, Eddie? One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less, can't be less than 10, because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
But with Eddie.